Hello out there in TV land, in YouTube land. It's your boy, Montez. What we're doing today, we're gonna finally recap Yakuza 0. We didn't play Yakuza 0. I've already seen it played, and I'm not gonna play it again. I don't feel like it. So what we're gonna do this together. We're gonna get a good overview of Yakuza 0 because me, myself, I don't remember it also. And I'm sure not a lot of my audience has seen or has even really heard about Yakuza. The thing that's been keeping me from recording this is just got to a point where I figured out that I really wanted to do this, but I didn't feel like it. So here we are. I'm like, you see everything behind me too. Changes are coming, man. I set all this up. This is probably gonna be the last time, the second to last time maybe I record in this space or in this perimeter. More news about that when it matters. And until then, let's get right into this video. But before that, we're gonna take an intermission. If you know what I mean. Grab your banyan, let's strap in. Intermission starts right now. I will be back. So now we are here. I just want to give a quick thanks to La Muerte Blanca for supplying this video for us. If you want to go and check out this video, just go ahead and click the link in the description. It'll be there. So without further much ado, we're just gonna we're gonna watch this up until where I am as far as on the channel. I should probably check what that is, but I'm sure I'll figure it out. Then eventually this is gonna get edited, posted, and then I'm gonna start streaming the game. After it's streamed, it's gonna get taken down. I'm gonna edit it, it's gonna get posted. If you're there to watch it, you are. If not, you're gonna have to wait for it to get posted. So without further ado, we might as well get straight into it. I've been stalling for long enough.
The game immediately opens with a huge what the fuck, because one of the first things we see is Kiryu with a gun standing over a dead Dojima? Literally 2 minutes into this game, there's so many questions. What the fuck happened? Why is he just chilling and not running away? What's so important about this ring that says Yumi? We then go back to the previous day for some context. Kiryu rolls up with his homie Shinji, and our man's is still scowling, like homie's eyebrows are forever fixed in this position, going to have mad forehead wrinkles when he gets older. Shinji's a good dude, but he a little punk that can't do his own collections. We know Kiryu would never pass up an opportunity to help a friend or beat the shit out of someone, so it's a win-win. He's gonna get a nice collection for the family as well, so if you're a fan of the old Office TV show, then one might call it a win-win-win. Shinji kicks in the door like his bitch ass is actually going to do anything, but we all know Kiryu does the punching and gets the money. On his way to drop off the collection, this other fool wants to try our man's. Guess what? He gets his ass beat too. Turns out this is one of Majima's people. Majima's moved up in the world since Yakuza 0. He's captain of the Shimano family and patriarch of his own family. But this dude is still batshit crazy, and after some heated words with Kiryu, decides to go all in on devising a bunch of crazy schemes that get Kiryu to fight him. I'm talking next tier crazy, zombies, strippers, hiding in giant cones, typical Majima shit. And again, all of this just to fight Kiryu throughout the game. Kiryu makes a stop at his favorite bar, Sereno, and he meets up with his mans Nishiki and Reina. While they're talking, Yumi shows up. Wait, is this the Yumi? Off topic, but I need to say it. Yumi got some big ass hands. But oh shit, did the developers give her bear paw so we'd see the ring? So going back even further, it was Yumi's birthday a couple months ago, and Kiryu is one that gave her the ring. Yes, the ring that she's wearing on her big ass hands the day before the murder, and yes, the ring that Kiryu is holding at the murder scene. You can clearly see that her and Kiryu have some chemistry. I don't think they're fucking yet, but they're probably in that pre-fuck flirt stage where the girls draw it out until the man's blue balls get obnoxiously painful. Some of y'all know what I'm talking about. You can also see that Reina has a thing for Nishiki, but his dumbass can't even tell. He's too busy being irrelevant. So back to the day before the murder. Kiryu gives the collection money to his patriarch, mentor, and father figure, Kazuma. This was the guy who was doing all of the scheming from jail in Yakuza 0. Some of you might remember that. They chat about Sunflower, the orphanage that Kazuma owns, and the same orphanage where Nishiki, Kiryu, and Yumi all grew up. But Kiryu then gets interrupted by a phone call from Shinji. Dojima's bitch ass took Yumi and dipped. And guess what? Nishiki's dumbass decided to go after him. Kazuma's all like, stay out of it. Think through this first. Be smart. But Kiryu's all like, nah, they're family. I'm going. And he's out. So naturally, the weather goes from a light drizzle when Kiryu leaves Kazuma's office to a full-on monsoon when he gets to Dojima's office. He also ran, so this is all happening in a matter of minutes, which tells you that you know shit's not right. Kiryu shows up at the office completely dry, even though he didn't have an umbrella. And Nishiki killed the patriarch of the Dojima family.
Pause, bro. Oh my god, it hurts all over again, bro. It hurts all over again, bro. This part didn't really mean anything in the moment because I didn't know anything. But seeing Nishiki of all people to, and then Kiryu, let me just.
Nishiki killed the patriarch of the Dojima family. Yumi's all kinds of fucked up because she almost got raped and just witnessed a murder, and Nishiki looks like he about to cry again. The natural hero that Kiryu is tells Nishiki to take Yumi and dip. He decides to take the fall in order to protect those that are closest to him. That's good looks, Kiryu, especially since your ass is gonna spend 10 years in jail. Silver lining, that gives you plenty of time to work on your scalp. Before going to jail, though, Kiryu gets interrogated by an investigator named Date, who doesn't believe Kiryu's bullshit story. More on him later. But while Kiryu is in jail, Shinji tells Kiryu that he's been expelled from the family. He also explains that Yumi lost her memory and went missing the day after the murder. Nishiki also begins his downward spiral as he learns everyone thinks he's useless. He lost Kiryu, Yumi, and his sister died, and now his sole focus and ambition is moving up in the Yakuza ranks by any means necessary. He basically let the dark side of the force consume him.
Like we just saw, bro. This nigga Nishiki. Oh my god. Oh my god. This. I hate this freeze frame too. This is crazy, bro. I'm remembering. This is an intense game, bro. I really do not like Nishiki, bro.
That shit is crazy. I really don't like that guy.
It's like for Nishiki to be like, okay, for context, this happened earlier in the game. We saw Nishiki beating on his woman. Not okay. We saw that. It was over. My instant reaction was Nishiki's a bitch because the entire beef, not because the entire beef. In Yakuza 0, we were in a situation where Nishiki had me in the forest with a gun to my head, trying to kill me because he was scared for some shit that Kiryu just had to handle on himself. But Nishiki, I can't. I'm pretty sure Nishiki is the main antagonist. I really want to finish this game. I gotta see this. I can't stand Nishi, bro. God, look at this nigga, bro. Look at this nigga, bro.
Means necessary. He basically let the dark side of the force consume him, but he is the patriarch of his own family now. Fast forward 10 years later, and Kiryu finally gets out on parole. Now, think about this for a second. Everything Kiryu's about to do, and he's on parole. Doesn't check in with his parole officer once, by the way. Just violates it in every way possible for the rest of this game. But of course, no one cares. All of the heads of the Tojo clan meet up, and we learn that the 10 billion yen from the Yakuza safe has been stolen. Kiryu's finally back in Kamurocho. Before leaving jail, he got a letter from Kazuma that told him to go to a specific club so they could speak. However, Kazuma couldn't meet because the chairman Seta, yeah, he's dead. He got murdered. Everything in the Tojo is completely fucked, and a turf war is starting to brew. You learn that Nishiki betrayed the Kazuma family and is trying to go independent with backing from the Omi Alliance. Shinji is currently a lieutenant for Nishiki, but he's undercover monitoring the situation for Kazuma. Your next opportunity to meet with Kazuma is during Sarah's funeral the following day. You sneak into the Tojo HQ and finally get a chance to sit down with your old mentor. He's about to tell you some important shit about Yumi, and BAM! Kazuma got sniped. Naturally, everyone hears the gunshot, and instead of realizing the bullet came from the window, Shimano and his goons automatically blame Kiryu for shooting his own patriarch. This, of course, coming right after he gets blamed for shooting the Dojima patriarch. Kiryu doesn't help his case by throwing one of Shimano's people through the window that had the bullet hole in it, and after Kazuma tells Kiryu to take care of Yumi and the 10 bill, Kiryu's rushing to get the fuck out of the Tojo HQ. Shimano tries to stop him, and the entire clan watches Kiryu kick his ass. All the while, Nishiki's just chilling watching the whole thing go down. Man's being extra sus right now. Just when Kiryu is totally fucked with nowhere to go, who else but Date, that detective from before? Yeah, he rolls up in his busted ass hoopty of a car and saves our mans. We learn that Date got demoted and lost his wife and daughter because he was too focused on Kiryu's case and the fact that it never sat right with him. You know, typical detective shit. Now he's investigating Sarah's murder and the missing 10 billion and wants Kiryu to help him. Kiryu pays Reina a visit and learns she doesn't know anything about Yumi. However, Reina did meet Yumi's long-lost sister, Mizuki, 5 years after Yumi's disappearance, and thinks that she now runs a bar called Ares. Reina suggests meeting up with a barkeeper at Bacchus because he would know where Ares is. Kiryu heads to Bacchus to find a straight murder scene. The patrons are dead, bartender's dead. How the fuck does Kiryu keep ending up in these situations? He hears a noise and there's a scared little girl with a gun? She says everyone was like this when she got here, and she's looking for her mom. Okay. As they leave the bar, they come across a scared, hungry little puppy. Dago is being beat up by some pricks with tiny dick syndrome, and naturally we need to kick all their asses. So Kira not only beams this dude with a fucking rock, but proceeds to kick the entire gang's ass. That's right, don't fuck with Dago. We get little homie something to eat and add him to the crew. We also learn that Haruka, the little girl, snuck out of the orphanage in order to look for her mom, who is her only family other than her aunt Yumi. Wait, what? Aunt Yumi, the same Yumi we're looking for? That would be a very convenient coincidence. Also a little too convenient is as soon as we get this very interesting information, little girl picks the perfect time to pass out, so now we have to take her back to Serena. After Haruka comes to, we learn that Aunt Yumi used to deliver letters from Haruka's mother while she was at the Sunflower Orphanage, the same orphanage that Kiryu and Yumi are from. And Haruka's mother's name is Mizuki. Oh, damn. So the mother Haruka is looking for is the same person Kiryu is looking for in order to find Yumi. And Yumi apparently is Aunt Yumi. Convenient coincidence indeed. Good news.
All right. There's a family tree here. There's a family tree in front of us here. I can't quite see it as well as I did because as soon as the scene happened, I understood what was happening in front of me, but now it's like it's not. So if I can, I'll make my own family tree or I'll find one because there is like an aunt situation. The sister is missing. Okay, no. If I just let him explain, I remembered. If I just let him explain but then shut the shit up, then you know.
Apparently is Aunt Yumi. Convenient coincidence indeed. Good news is that Haruka knows where Ares is, but she wants to go with Kiryu to look for her mother. So not only does Kiryu dealing with all the Yakuza conspiracy that could very well get him killed, he also has to babysit this small child that will probably make shit 10 times more complicated. So they get to Ares, find a picture of Mizuki confirming she's the bar owner, and Haruka shows Kiryu the pendant Yumi gave to her the last time they met. Date calls saying Yumi and Mizuki are the ones who stole the 10 billion. What? The Omi also show up saying that they want the girl. Kiryu's eyebrows say, nah fam, you fighting me first. You already know, Kiryu beats down like 10 Omi and they get away. The next day, Kiryu and Date are regrouping at Serena when Shinji calls saying he's on the run with Kazuma. Good news, I guess. That means Kazuma's still alive. So Kiryu needs info on this whole situation, and the only lead he has is an underground information broker that is said to hide out in a place called Purgatory. Basically, you get in by going through the secret door in a bathroom that leads to a homeless camp. But what's underneath the homeless camp is a full-on high-class love den, casino, and fight club. Money, woman, and cage fighting. What else could a rich Japanese businessman want? You walk into the broker's office, which is easily the nicest office I've ever seen in my life. I mean, come on. The guy has a fucking full-story aquarium in his underground office. They call him the florist. Not sure why. Maybe he likes flowers. But you know he's powerful as fuck. Fun fact. Any fat guy who can afford to live his life in a fancy-ass robe without his shirt is powerful as fuck. So the florist knows everything, and he has a full-on network built into Kamurocho. If you watch my Like a Dragon review, he's basically this game's Gomi Jewel. You can't pay for the info, so you have to make a deal to do what Kiryu does best. Punch people. After winning the Fight Club tournament for the florist, you're about to get some information, but Date shows up, and he's been shot. Haruka's also been kidnapped. Like he didn't even try to protect her. Not a good look for Japanese law enforcement. The source tells you that the van that took Haruka went to the batting cages. Why the hell would a kidnapper take someone this important to the batting cages? That doesn't make any sense. It might have Majima's crazy asses behind it. Majima gets his crew to kidnap this girl that everyone is after and shoots a cop because he wants to fight Kiryu. Majima don't even give a fuck about the 10 billion or how this girl is being hunted by the Omi. He just wants to fight Kiryu. This fucking guy. So Majima gets his fight, you kick his ass, and even though he has a knife, a bat, and 10 homies to help him, it's not that difficult of a fight. But then Majima gets stabbed because he refuses to let anyone kill Kiryu but him. Whose man's is this? Come.
Nah, bro. Why did he just disrespect me like that? Like that fight was hard, bro. I had the game on hard because I was like, oh, I'll play this before. I'm like that. This game made me turn the sensitivity down or the difficulty down. I ain't afraid to admit it. I ain't like that. Not in Yakuza. Try me in something else.
10 homies to help him. It's not that difficult of a fight. But then Majima gets stabbed because he refuses to let anyone kill Kiryu but him. Whose mans is this? Come get your mans. So after all that, you get Haruka and go back to Serena. Haruka explains that while Kiryu was fighting Majima, someone came into the room while she was tied up and freed her. Told her that take care of the pendant because it's worth 10 billion yen. Is this thing the key to finding the stolen money? The stranger also told Haruka to tell Kiryu about the pendant. So after some side stories explaining how the florist, some random Yakuza head, and Date are all shit fathers, you are taken to a scene where Date is in the meeting with his police chief. Police chief basically says to drop the case, and Date just leaves because he knows the whole thing is sus. Two other detectives come out of the closet once Date leaves, wonder how long they were in there, and describe that Date's friend, who could only be Kiryu, as a kidnapper. Someone filed a missing persons report on Haruka. No one knows who, but the order came from the top. This whole thing reeks of collusion and corruption, and naturally no one, including cops, can be trusted at this point. Back at Serena, Date shows...
Wait, whoa. Alright. I might have just spoiled myself a little bit, but I kind of do remember it. But just in case, I'm gonna end it right there, and then I'm gonna check bases again and see how much I do have it. If not, I'll be right back. But if so, now all I gotta do is get this thing posted. And then we hop right back on stream. Get it in. We'll do that until the game is over. Yeah.